It's easy to see the end, it's easy to see the beginning. So whenever you're trying to make progress, whenever you're trying to achieve anything on earth, it's a direct reflection of how much you're willing to give up. What is up, beautiful people? Hope you guys have a fantastic day as per usual. So before we get this video started, please go ahead and make sure that you double fist that thumbs up button. That's kind of awkward, but I love it when you do that. Make sure that you drop a comment and share this video with 5 friends. Also check me out on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter, all at Garry Washington 4. It would mean a lot to me if you guys could, I guess, blow this video up. Let's try to get this video to 100 likes and just see where it goes. So today we're gonna be talking about progress. Now, what is progress? It is a tattoo I have on my arm, actually. But in addition to that, it is by definition the onward or forward movement toward a destination. And today I just want to talk about the 3 realities of progress in my journey as not only an entrepreneur but also a person outside of, you know, high school. I guess I've been graduated for almost 3 years now, so I'm 21, graduated 2018, blah blah blah. You guys get the point. You guys can do math, I hope. But basically, I just wanted to use this video as an opportunity to encourage you guys, but also open your eyes and open your ears to reality, because reality is hard to swallow. First thing I want to talk about when it comes to progress is being made whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, you're either progressing or you're regressing. So the biggest thing about us as people and as individuals, if you look back in our past, we start off as semen in an egg and we work our way up to beings like we are right now, like you and me right here sitting here, right? Which is crazy. And that's a great example of progress that happens naturally. It happens whether you want it or not, as long as time passes. Now, if you're not slowly doing something every single day to build toward whatever you're trying to achieve, like even just something as simple as waking up 1 minute earlier each day till you get to the desired time that you want to wake up, or eating a little bit better, or even simpler than that, like, okay, today I'm gonna sleep on the right side versus the left side because I know this helps me sleep a little bit better. Small stuff adds up, and that's the beautiful thing about progress, but that's also the scary part about it, because progress is really hard to see when you're going through it. You can look forward to the end at the very start because you know, okay, I know I have to do this work, you're gonna get there, and it's always harder than you think it is to get there, right? But then also when you get to that end goal, you look back and you reflect and like, dang, I made a lot of progress. And it's simple, you know, to look at it and be like, okay, blah, blah, blah. But why you're going through it is so confusing. And so for me, it took up until from January 2018 up until probably about June of 2020 when I got this tattoo for this message to be solidified in my mind. If I take time each day, because during the time of Corona where we were really in lockdown, it was one of those things where if you don't focus on each day incrementally getting somewhere, you're gonna lose your mind, because we had no idea when it was gonna end. We had no idea what was the certainty, but all we knew was certain is if we woke up the next day, that we had that day to do something. And I took that as an opportunity for me to start to build and regrow my mind. You know, I took that time to start engulfing more reading and more content and stuff like that, and start building out a plan for what I wanted my life to look like in the months to come. And funny enough, by building out that foundation and operating at a high frequency and working toward that goal every single day, 10 to 15 minutes a day, or setting up my goal to where it made it easy for me to accomplish that bigger goal, eventually I got to that point, and I got there a little quicker than I realized I would get there. And that's a testament to progress. Now, that brings me to the second thing that's hard to understand about progress. The reality of it is, you know, I already said that progress is going to happen whether you like it or not, but also the scary thing about progress is it is an uncertainty, right? Even though it seems so certain that progress is going to be made, the way that you achieve that progress, or what's directly or indirectly helping you to achieve that, is hard to see, because like I said, it's hard to see as you're going through it. But the thing that makes progress scary in a way is that indirectly things add to or take away from that progress. So going back to the example we had with sleep, if you're staying up an extra hour for an entire month, of course it's going to be, one, harder to peel back in the time that you're sleeping, but also two, or getting up rather, but also two, it's going to make it a lot harder for you to see what you need to change to get there. Progress requires you to change something, okay? As people and as individuals, we're extremely challenged with understanding that in order for you to accomplish something, or for you to get to wherever you're trying to go to, whatever it is, that you have to change something. You have to get uncomfortable, because if you're too comfortable, you're going to fall back into old habits, old routines, and that's the complete opposite of progress. Progress is defined as forward, onward motion toward your destination. And if you're doing something that you become comfortable with and accustomed to, that's not going to challenge you enough to go out there and turn the dial to get you closer to what you're trying to get to, if that makes sense. So whenever you're working on progress, you have to be willing to change something, because in order to get to something, something has to be altered. When you think about Newton's laws, right? Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It's the same exact thing. That positive energy that you can be pushing toward what you're trying to get to, instead of being absorbed and used as fuel for things that are not building you, things that are not growing you or pushing you anywhere near where you're trying to get to. It's when it comes to change, where is that energy going? A lot of times the energy it takes to change is already there. It's just focused toward the wrong way, the wrong direction. If you can understand that in order to have a positive progression towards something, change is required, and when you're making that change, if you understand that by focusing, instead of being scared to make that happen, if you instead become excited about being uncomfortable and excited about that change, things will come to you faster and come to you quicker, and ultimately you're going to accomplish exactly what you desire, probably quicker than you realize, because you're willing to let go of that. And that brings me to my third point. In order to get progress, you have to be willing to lose everything. That goes really with accomplishing any goal. So whenever you're trying to make progress, whenever you're trying to achieve anything on earth, it's a direct reflection of how much you're willing to give up. In order to effectively reach that said point that's going to get you to wherever it is you're trying to get to, you have to be willing to let go of everything. It's literally how success happens. If you look at success stories, people constantly talk about how they were at the absolute worst in their life, or that they were willing to risk every single thing to make exactly what they want come to life. And it's because of that their efforts paid off to some degree. Now, whether that was a direct movement toward what they're trying to get to, or if it was indirect, regardless, it was used to progress them as a person. So whenever you're trying to make progress, whenever you're trying to achieve anything on earth, it's a direct reflection of how much you're willing to give up. If you're willing to give up, then success, the money, the women, the men, I don't know how you guys rock, all of that will come to you. The dream house, the dream cars, the vacations, the food, the exotic places, all the things that we all desire to some degree to have, you can have them. The question is, what are you willing to sacrifice to get there? Are you willing to let go of everything and change and understand that it's going to be hard as you're going through it to make that, but it's ultimately going to make you have progress? Are you willing to let go of that just so that way you have your opportunity and you give yourself the chance to see the vision? Give yourself the opportunity to have it all, because in order to have it all, you have to be willing to let go of it all, willing to lose it all. And that's the scariest part about progress, is that in order to have it, you must be willing to not have any whatsoever, because that's how the world works. Like I said with the energy is neither created nor destroyed. It's already there. So if you are trying to get everything, the energy that's going to require you to get everything requires you to be willing to let go of all of it. And if you can understand that today, guys, understand that in order to become a successful person or to make progress, period, you have to, one, understand that it's easy to see the end, it's easy to see the beginning, but it's hard to realize what's going on in between. And if you can literally focus on each day, making incremental steps, setting small goals that you can accomplish that, anything is possible. That's already a third of the way there. The second thing is, if you understand that change is required to get to progress, that in order to get something, you have to alter something. If you are willing to internalize that concept, you're 66% way there, but you're not passing it. How? If you want to pass, you gotta put them all together. And to put them all together, you have to have the third one. And the third one simply states, in order to have it all, to make all the progress in the world, you have to be willing to let go of it all. You have to be willing to let go and sacrifice everything to allow those changes to happen, to allow yourself to focus on each day, slowly but surely building up to something. Be willing to let go of all that negative energy that might come from not accomplishing that small goal right when you want it, or that big goal right when you want it, but willing to let go of that negative energy and instead put it toward that energy of moving forward. Without a doubt, you're going to progress, you're going to get to where exactly that you want to be, and that's going to be exactly what you want in life. So that being said, I love you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know this is kind of different. I do want to make more videos like this, so if you guys do like them, let me know. I can try different settings, I can try different topics. If you guys have different topics you guys want me to talk about, things of that nature, just let me know down below. But like I said, make sure you double fist that like button for me, please. I love it when you do that. And then make sure you drop a comment, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Go give me a follow and show some love on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter at GarryWash4 and Depop as well. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and stay around because we're gonna hit 1 million this year. All right, deuces.
Yes, oh great and mighty grand champion, is there something you need? Back rub perhaps? Oh gee, you sure? Okay, well, bye.